You know, we use the word strange all the time, right? We barely even think about it. But what if I told you that this super common, everyday word is actually way more complex than it looks? Yeah, let's really dig in and see what's hiding inside the word strange.
So let me ask you, how well do you really know strange? I mean, sure, you might use it to talk about a weird movie or maybe an unfamiliar face. But did you realize you're actually using it to talk about two totally different things? It's just a perfect example of how our language can pack so much meaning into one little word.
Okay, so here they are, the two core meanings. On the one hand, you've got strange, meaning unusual or odd, something that's just not normal. But on the other hand, it can mean unknown or unfamiliar, something we just haven't seen before. See the difference? They sound kind of similar, but one's all about quality while the other is about familiarity. That's a huge distinction.
All right, let's take a look at that first meaning. My brother is so strange that he can turn his eyelids inside out. Huh. Okay, so here, strange has nothing to do with whether we know the brother or not. It's all about his specific, unusual ability. It's a perfect and, okay, yeah, a little bit creepy example of strangeness meaning odd.
And now for the other side of that coin. Check this out. Gerald saw a strange car parked in his driveway. Now, in this sentence, strange tells us nothing about the car itself. It could be a totally normal car. It just means it's unfamiliar. Gerald doesn't recognize it. So there you have it, two super clear meanings, odd versus unknown.
And you can really see how these two meanings live in like completely different worlds when you look at their related words. For unusual or odd, you get synonyms like weird or uncommon. And the opposites are things like normal, typical, regular. Makes sense. But for unknown, the synonyms are more like unfamiliar or foreign, and the opposites are just familiar or known. They each have their own little word family. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we've figured out that strange is kind of two-faced, right? It's got this dual personality. But wait, there's another layer to this that makes it truly fascinating, and it all has to do with its official status in the English language. So really, what is it that makes this word so special?
And here it is. This is the kicker, the whole reason we're talking about this. Strange is on the basic English 850 list. Now, that probably doesn't sound all that exciting at first, but trust me, it is a huge deal. This one little fact completely changes how we should think about this word. So what is the basic English list? Well, it's this super foundational vocabulary of just 850 words. Just 850. They were picked to be the absolute essentials you need for clear communication. So the fact that a word like strange, with its two separate, really nuanced meanings, actually made the cut, that's incredible. It just goes to show you that even our most fundamental language needs complexity. Basic definitely doesn't mean superficial.
And that really leaves us with a pretty cool question to think about, doesn't it? If a word as basic as strange has all of this stuff hiding under the surface, just think, what other everyday words we think are simple, are actually way more complex than they seem? It really makes you look at language in a whole new way. Thanks for sticking around for this one.